Evening, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me on this warm Thursday evening. I hope you've had a great week. Always so excited to share my story within LifeWave. Such incredible technology that we're working with. And just to quickly tell my story to where this all started, 17 months ago, my very good friend Chris Hutting shared this technology with me. And I have to be honest, my first impression was I laughed at him. I was like, Chris, why are you so excited about this? It's a little sticker. And just to show you what it looks like, let's see if my screen will actually work with me. So just this little patch. And I said to him, come, bud, like this is a sticker. What is this going to do? He told me his brain fog went away in 5 days. And I was like, okay, that's incredible. He was like, do your research and tell me what you think. I then went online. I ripped this apart. I was literally looking for the good and the bad. I was looking to find somebody that had adverse effects from the patch. Did anybody patch and they had to rush to hospital? I couldn't find anybody like that. What I did see was some people saw results very quickly. Others took a bit longer. And I had no risk in trying it. Now, the reason why I was doing so much research is I wanted to help my mom. And I didn't just want to patch her with anything. I wanted to make sure it's safe. And my mom at that stage had a cushion in between her L4, L5 vertebra, busy disintegrating in debilitating pain, couldn't function, couldn't walk, and she was willing to try anything. She was drinking lots of pain pills. That wasn't good for her. I got to her in December, a year and a half ago, and I said, Mom, this is new technology. Nothing's going through the skin or the liver or the kidney. All it's going to do is wake up your stem cells, and let's see if it makes a difference on her pain. I patched her right there where the pain was, and my life did a complete 180 45 minutes later. She came into the room where I was sitting, white in the face, like, my pain's gone. What is this stuff? And I kind of looked at her, I was like, Mom, come. Do you have mobility back? She's like, look, yeah, I can move. 3 months after that, she phoned me and she picked something up off the floor for the first time in 3 years. And since that moment, I've just been sharing this with everyone I know because the power of it is absolutely immense. Now, have you been patched yet? All this patch is going to do is elevate, activate, and regenerate your body's own stem cells. And like I said, what caught my eye, this doesn't work like normal medicine. It's literally a natural process happening within the body, and all it's going to do is just start rejuvenating your stem cells. Now, this all started with this brilliant guy. He's our CEO and inventor. Now, just a couple things I want to mention about David. Firstly, he's had multiple contracts with the military in America, and that should tell you a little bit about him and his history. Now, if you talk about the military in America, they don't just do contracts with anyone. They literally get the best of the best. And this guy is an absolute brilliant inventor. And he's also our CEO. He has over 180 patents. He's a scientist and inventor. He specializes in age reversing. And in 2008, David focused his attention on stem cell research. And I'm going to touch on that in a second. Now, the X39 patent took 10 years and $4.5 million to bring to market. Just to elaborate on the story a bit, this all started with our first product called the Energy Enhancer. It's literally a patch that burns fat and produces energy naturally. And he was contracted by the Navy to create a technology that was going to give submariners energy without stimulants. Now, submariners stay underwater for long periods and they need to stay awake. And what they were using at the time, it kept them awake, but they couldn't function properly. That technology worked so well that a doctor through another doctor knew the doctor for the Olympic swimming team in 2004. They patched all the swimmers, and I don't know if you guys can remember, there was a bit of controversy. They actually took all the medals, and the Olympic Committee thought they were doping. They confiscated the patches. David Schmidt had to fly there, and they actually tested the patches in a lab and eventually got vindicated. They got all their medals back, and that's where this journey started 20 years ago. Now, today, I'm focusing primarily on X39. Now, why is stem cells important? The New England Journal of Medicine has stated that the number one indicator of wellness is directly correlated to the number of adult stem cells in the bloodstream. Stem cells are cells with the potential to develop into any kind of cell needed, and they have this incredible ability to heal and repair any organ or tissue. In layman's terms, waking up your stem cells, it's like waking up a blank cell. That cell can become anything, and it becomes this heat-seeking missile that just starts healing and repairing, and absolutely incredible. Now, why the X39 stem cell activation patch? The fewer stem cells you have, the faster you age and the slower you heal. I think any person over the age of 40 will agree with me. You get hurt, takes longer to recover, you get sick, same story. And that's directly connected to how much stem cell activity you have in the bloodstream. Now, as a teenager, you have about 1 billion active stem cells. By age 30, this number has dropped to 400 million, which is a 60% reduction. And by age 60, it's a 90% reduction. You only got 10% stem cell activity. And finally, we have a patch that we can patch every day and reverse this process. Absolutely love it. Now, I just quickly want to play you a video on exactly how this works.
Light, an ancient form of energy that goes back to the dawn of time. For us, it all begins with the sun, the source of light and life for our entire solar system. Even Einstein concluded that everything we're made of contains light. All life originates with the sun through photosynthesis. Plants and vegetation collect the light, and all living creatures emit light. Humans actually emit infrared light, which can be seen with night vision devices. We've known for centuries that light has many effects on the body. LifeWave's phototherapy patches use light to stimulate the body's natural healing systems, providing specific health benefits. Here's how the technology works. First, a patch is applied to specific points on the body. Where the patch covers the skin, infrared light emitted from the body is reflected back into the tissue. This stimulates the skin, which in turn stimulates specific regions of the brain. The brain then taps into the body's own natural flow of energy and the ability to heal itself. Let's take a look at why this is important on a cellular level. For example, a number of our patch products help counteract free radicals, oxygen molecules that damage cell proteins and contribute to visible signs of aging. When the body is stimulated through phototherapy to release its own antioxidants, these free radicals are neutralized naturally.
Wow. Every time I see that, it just wows me, because all this patch does, it flips a switch in the brain and then the body starts doing the healing. And I think that is absolutely amazing. Now, how does the X39 work? Now, without getting too technical, did you know that if you walk outside in the sun and the sun hits your skin, your body produces vitamin D? That process is called phototherapy, and the patches work in exactly the same way. The only difference is this patch reflects your body's own infrared light back into the body with a very specific signal that activates this copper peptide in your blood, and that mobilizes the stem cell, and then it goes to work. It's made from organic nanocrystals, and it's completely non-invasive and non-transdermal. What does that mean? This doesn't work like a nicotine patch. Nothing gets absorbed into the skin. It works with light and frequency. And the big one, nothing goes through the liver or the kidneys. Why is that exciting? It can't react towards medication that you're on. It's made from a 3M medical grade adhesive. Now, 1 in 10,000 people might have an allergic response to the adhesive on Band-Aids or plasters. If that is the case, you can stick X39 on the inside of your shirt. It will still work. And that gets me excited, because we can patch anyone. You can stick it on a newborn baby, a 100-year-old person. Everybody should be using this technology. Now, what will happen when you activate your stem cells? Now, I told you the story of my mom with rapid pain relief. We see it time and time and again. The main reason for that is stem cells are really good at going after inflammation. And it works a bit differently than normal medicine. Normal medicine treats the symptom, and the actual cause of the issue is still there. Yeah, it works directly the opposite. It reduces the inflammation and then the symptom improves. It supports rapid wound healing. Energy and vitality is a big one for me. Start early in the morning. Sometimes I work till late at night, and I have this constant flow of energy. I don't need to take a power nap in the afternoon. Absolutely love it. Mental clarity, also a big one for me. Now, my business partner, Chris Hutton, his brain fog went away in 5 days. Mine took a bit longer. It was about 3 weeks. And when you have mental clarity, you start making better decisions in your household, your business, and your health. And that also has this amazing ripple effect over time. Now, all athletes should be using this technology because it enhances sports performance. You'll have more strength, you'll have more stamina, and you'll recover quicker from exercise. And if the athlete had to get hurt, you'll recover a lot quicker from the injury. Improved skin appearance for the ladies on the call. We've seen incredible results with skin and literally seeing people get younger for the ones that's using this over the long term. I'm going to show you some awesome slides in a bit. Two things that's not on here that's also big for me. Firstly, my sleep has improved. I've never had sleeping issues, but I'm sleeping a lot deeper. And when I wake up with a bang. I actually wake up before my alarm goes off every morning. And that's awesome. And the last thing I would mention, my overall mood is as good as it can get. It's very difficult to not feel good when you're waking up your stem cells every day. Now, how to wear X39? You wear the patch for 12 hours on, 12 hours off to repair and rejuvenate. This is very, very important. The restoration actually happens in the resting period. And the goal is to get into a rhythm of wearing them for 12 hours a day. You can throw away the patch. What we've seen in South Africa, you know, the South Africans like to squeeze the most out of it. We've seen people take their secondhand patches and patch it on their spouse or their furry friends, still seeing results. But the goal is to put on a new patch and repeat the process. The reason for that is we are waking up a couple thousand stem cells every day, and that has a compounding effect over time. You can wear more than one patch at a time. Just remember to drink plenty of water. How much is enough water? You should at least be having between 8 and 12 glasses of water, depending on body weight. This assists the patches in communicating the different frequencies in the entire body. And please make sure you're drinking good quality water. I hope you're not drinking tap water. That's also very important. Something I could add to that is you can add electrolytes to your diet, maybe a Celtic salt or a Himalayan rock salt, or just a good electrolyte that also helps the cell to function better, and it can boost the function of the patches a bit. Now, as you see there, there's been testing done in 2 placements on the patches. I like wearing my X39 in the base of my neck on C7. If you put your neck forward, there's this little vertebra that sticks out. I stick my X39 on there every day. You can also stick it 3 fingers below the belly button. But in my mom's case, I patched her right where the pain was on her back, and it was 45 minutes later and her pain was gone. So you can also use it like that. Now, what will happen when you use X39 for the long term? First few days, 4,000 genes begin to reset. Within 6 weeks, the brain becomes balanced, and we see decreased symptoms of PTSD, anxiety, and depression. I think it's incredible that we see results for those conditions, and we've seen it time and time and again. It's very hard to be depressed when you're wearing the patches. Within 3 months, your collagen is increased. Now we start seeing decreased wrinkles, hair growth increases structural integrity of both skeletal and muscular systems. And the big one here, within 6 months, we see the heart reverse in age. In a recent study, 14 out of 15 people lowered their vascular age by an average of 8 years after just 6 months of using X39. It's not anti-aging, it's age reversing. And I'm seeing it month after month with my friends that are using this for the long term. It's amazing to see them getting younger. Now, that last one, the heart reverses in age, when I looked at that statement, I was like, yeah, right. How can we help people with the heart muscle or cardiovascular issues? And then we were pleasantly surprised in August last year. This is a friend of ours in Europe. This was scans done on her mom's heart. When you see a scan like that and you see red, you can see it's inflammation. The heart's under pressure. You can see day one, heart's not functioning properly. And look at that after 2 months. You can see that redness starting to fade. And then look at the difference after 5 months. I mean, just look at the difference between day 1 and 5 months later. And when I looked at that, I was like, wow, if that's what it can do for my heart, I'm excited to see what it's going to do for all my other organs. Now, David Schmidt advises you use the patches for a minimum of 90 days for optimum results. Although that is the recommendation, we've seen results in weeks, days, hours, minutes, or even seconds. Just remember, every person's body has a different history. People are living differently, and results vary. I hope that when you use this technology, it's going to be like with my mom, where 45 minutes later, you see an improvement. But it's not always like that. About 30% of people see an immediate response to it. But if you use this for 90 days, I think we'll be pleasantly surprised what this can do for your health. Something to add as well, if you're an older person or you're dealing with any serious conditions, I would add another month for every decade you are old on top of that 90-day protocol. Some of these conditions took decades to get to where they are, and you can't just expect the patches to fix everything in 90 days. And again, just drink enough water. Now, this is a really awesome website. Please go have a look at it. It's called thisisatinfo.com. Everything you want to know about X39 is in there. This story, where it all started, the clinical trials, the patents, and then some incredible testimonies of doctors and what's happening to their patients. Please go scratch a bit deeper there. And if you want to share this with anyone overseas, there's a little flag there. You click on it, and they can pick the country they're in, and it will actually automatically translate. And I like that. Really nicely put together. Everything regarding X39 is in there. Now, this is a brain scan. It's a topography map from a 77-year-old woman. She placed X39 at the back of her neck. If you look there at session 1, lots of inflammation. We see that redness again. It's actually so bad, the cell's busy splitting, very little stem cell activity. And now look at session 2, 3 weeks on X39. Just look at that difference. All the inflammation's gone. It's like this little speck of inflammation in the middle of the cell, definitely improved brain coherence. And then look at session 3, 6 weeks on X39, a complete turnaround. And if you look closely, can you see that cell's actually busy rejoining, or it has rejoined? We're actually seeing that age reversal happening on a cellular level. And definitely what excites me about this is this was just a brain scan. Now, if they had to test the heart, the liver, or kidneys, I think they would have been pleasantly surprised at the results. And that's the amazing thing that happens when you wake up your stem cells. So I'm getting to the part of my presentation where I'm going to show some before and after pictures. Just no results vary. In these 2 shots, this was within 30 minutes. Now, if you look at that first picture, this is a guy, lots of inflammation in his back and sternum. Just look how that inflammation was reduced in 30 minutes. To the right, it's an elderly lady, arthritis in her hands, and just look at that. And if the inflammation goes, so does the pain, and then the mobility comes back. Absolutely amazing. And we see incredible results with anything arthritis related. I always like looking at these 2 pictures. Animals cannot lie. This kicks the placebo effect completely out the window. This horse doesn't know what the patch is. And just look at the results. If you look at the before and after shots there in the first slide, just look at the coat, how the life has come back into it. To the right, I mean, look at how much inflammation was on the heart of the horse. It's actually purple. And just look at that overall inflammation reduction in the entire body. Just incredible. Now, the age reversal side for the ladies. Always love looking at these pictures. If you're looking at this first 3 pictures, can you believe this lady is 70 years old? Look at day 1. Look at the bags under her eyes. Look at day 42. Those bags are starting to disappear. And look at day 355. She looks like a different person. The color of her eyes are brighter. The bags under her eyes are gone. Her face is straightened out completely. To the right of us, this lady's crow's feet, the lines in the corner of her eyes, that started fading after 45 days. To the right of her, I always love looking at that picture. Just look at the difference between those 2 photos. Look how her eyes has brightened up. Look how her neck has tightened up. Just amazing. Bottom left corner, this lady had blemishes on her face, and that started fading after 9 weeks. Bottom right corner, this was after 5 months. Now, this lady started getting these lines in the corner of her mouth. Just look how nicely that's straightened out after 5 months. And what excites me about looking at these pictures, this is what happened outside the body. And it's also a reflection what happened inside the body, which is amazing. Vitiligo, this is an autoimmune condition. It's a pigmentation of the skin condition. There's nothing they can do for it. And just look at this guy's results after 3 months. I mean, it's still there, but a huge improvement. To the right of him, this is a friend of ours. His name is David, and his vitiligo is almost completely gone. And just look at the difference there. To the right of him, rapid wound healing within 12 days. You see it time and time and again. Bottom left corner, if you see there, Bell's palsy, that's a really tough thing. Her face started spasming. She actually had to put an eye patch on. Just look at her 3 months later. Completely normal almost. And then psoriasis, another autoimmune condition. Also nothing they can do for it. They can give you a cream to help with the irritation, but it's not going to take it away. And just look at those results within 10 days. Isn't it amazing that we're getting results for autoimmune problems? Now, circulation is a big thing. If you look at these two pictures on the left, this guy, serious circulation issues. It was actually turning into gangrene, and gangrene gets bad, and then they need to start amputating. Just look at the difference there within 5 days. Literally seeing the life coming back into his foot. Bottom right corner, you can see this lady's swollen feet. Literally, look at the swelling going down. Now, if you didn't know, that's directly connected to the heart that's under strain. And I mean, within 3 weeks, you saw that clear up. Now, the main reason why we see such diverse results is because what's happening to your blood. Now, if you look at those two shots there, this was a lady in her 70s. She did a blood test before she patched and 10 minutes after. Just look at the difference of her blood. There's some oxygen in between the cells. And remember, we're also waking up the stem cells in the cells. And that is why we're seeing such incredible results for almost anything. Now, these are a couple gory pictures. I do apologize. This is a lady that hurt her cheek. You can see 21 days later, it's cleared up really nicely. To the right of hers, this is a younger fella. I mean, he still has some stem cells. And just look at that. He had a snowboarding accident, and just look at that recovery within 5 days. Bottom left corner, you can see this guy definitely had a hard tumble. He's very serious about his healing. He's patching 3x39s. You can do that. Just look at how he's recovered after 7 weeks. Almost good as new. Bottom right corner, this is a kid that severed his finger in a door, and they begged the doctors to sew it back on. They didn't want to. And just look at that, 21 days later. Without patches, that's a 3 to 6 months exercise, and it's not going to look like that. Absolutely love it. Hair growth, this is a big one. I've seen my hair grow. Kenneth on the call, can't believe how his hair is growing. If you look at this first picture, within 7 weeks, you can see the hair filling out, the original color returning. The picture on the right-hand side, this guy had a huge hair loss problem. And look at that, within 3 months. Absolutely awesome. I love that. And then bottom left corner, I love looking at that picture. Look at how that gray is disappearing and that bold patch is just closing. Now, athletes on the patches, again, all athletes should be using this technology. I very quickly told the story of the 2004 Olympics. There you can see Michael Phelps wearing the technology. You can also see Serena Williams wearing the energy enhancer, and David Beckham as well. I love the last picture. This is a superbike champion, Lorenzo Savadori. He sticks the X39 on his forehead, puts on his helmet, drives really fast on his superbike, and he uses it for concentration. Now, I just want to touch on our testimonies channel. Now, guys, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical professional. If you're dealing with any serious issues, you need to consult your doctor first. This patch doesn't cure anything. It doesn't work like that. This is like a firmware upgrade for the brain, and the body starts doing the healing. But with that being said, we started this Telegram testimonies channel. It was just a couple of us in the beginning. It's now grown to over 5,000 people, over 700 testimonies, over 150 different categories. And it's amazing that we're seeing results for so many different things. And I just want to go through some of the headings. Doesn't mean we've cured these conditions, definitely not. But just the fact that we can see positive results on them is absolutely amazing. So pain, cancer, Crohn's disease, brain fog, eyesight, vision, seeing incredible results with eyesight and vision, anything liver-related, kidney-related, lung-related, migraines, bone healing, shingles, I mean, you name it, multiple sclerosis. This list just goes on and on. Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, dementia, sinusitis, vertigo, autism. As you can see, we are seeing incredible results for almost all the serious issues. Now, if we don't have a testimony for something that you're suffering from, I really want you to still try it for 90 days. It's the reason why this list keeps on growing and the categories just increase. Please just try this for 90 days. And the reason why I'm showing this to you, you might know somebody that's dealing with some of these conditions. And in many of these conditions cases, there's no hope. And I'm telling you today, we have hope in a form of a patch. Now, what are the prices? Let's just compare apples with apples. Before X39 was released 4 years ago, the only way you could do a stem cell treatment was through stem cell injections, and they are very expensive. It's $10,000 or more. We actually have somebody that did stem cell treatment on his wife in South Africa. It's 350,000 Rand. It did nothing. And that's the problem with injections. They have a 50% chance that it won't work, whereas LifeWave patches are way more effective at a fraction of the cost. So what are the prices? There's a retail price for X39, which is $149.95. Just know you need to put your tax and delivery dependent on where you are. In South Africa, including delivery and tax, is about 3,400 Rand, the retail price. But why do you want to pay the retail price if you can get it at wholesale? So you sign up as a member and you can immediately get it at cost. Then X39 comes down to $99.95. To land it at your house, it's about 2,400 Rand. And for what it does, it's really, really cost effective. What I could also mention is you can wear a patch twice. And if people have affordability problems, you wear a patch for 9 hours, you take it off, you wear it again the next day, and we are still seeing results. And then the cost of wearing the patches comes down to about 40 Rand a day. And what can you buy for 40 Rand? And what this does for your health, it's absolutely mind-blowing. Now, I just want to touch on the enrollment kits. I just want to touch on 3 of them. There's a silver package, which is 3 months supply of X39. That's about $299.95. You're looking in rands about 6,800 Rand. And that's 3 months supply. That's the protocol for one person. You need to try it for 90 days. Wear a patch every day. There's 30 patches in a sleeve. That's for one person. If you want to patch you and your spouse, I would recommend coming in at gold. That's about $499.95 in dollars. In rands, it's about 11,000 Rand, just shy of it. And yeah, we're getting some free product, getting 5 months supply of X39, and you get a free sleeve of any of the complementary products to try. You can also swap one of your sleeves for 2 of any of the other products. And then our business builder package, or if you want to patch the whole family, is our diamond kit. That's our most expensive package. That's $1,599. It's about 34,000 Rand in South Africa. Yeah, you're getting 19 sleeves of X39. It actually brings the cost down of X39 to about $84 a sleeve before shipping and VAT. And that's the cheapest that you can get this for. Now, what I like about LifeWave, you can upgrade your kit at any time and only pay the difference. Let's say you came in at silver, you want to go to gold, you pay the difference, you get the difference in stock. And I think that's really fair. And I'll highly recommend you upgrade through these packages because it works out a little cheaper and you save some money. Now, I just want to touch on some of the stats of the company. The first thing that I asked Chris when he presented this to me, how long has this company been around? Because I don't like startups. And this year, this company is 20 years old. What does that scream? Stability. Now, I just want to touch on the figures quickly. This company had a bunch of products, and They were doing about $28 million a year. And then they released X39 and they 10x their turnover between 2020 and 2022. Just that should show you that we've got something within X39. We 10x their turnover in COVID times. I mean, companies are still closing with what happened there. Last year, we did $420 million for the year. It's projected to be a $1 billion company by 2025. Currently, we're in 87 countries. They're adding more to the list. And the biggest thing here is these products are patented. And I just want to touch on that quickly. To get a patent is really hard. It's very expensive. And the reason for that is you need to prove your concept. And they can't award a patent if it's not the truth. Otherwise, it's fraud. Now, there's over 180 patents just on the X39 product. I think it's about 90 patents. And what excites me about that is we've got something that's in a class of its own. What X39 does for your body, there's nothing in the marketplace that can compete with it, and it's protected by patents. That means nobody can copy it. There's no competition, and I love that. Now, just to quickly show you the patent for X39, embodiments as a result of elevating copper peptide, including activation of stem cells, improvements in energy, and elevation in antioxidants. And that excites me. Nobody can copy us. These patents are still active for the next 16 years, and absolutely love that. Now, I just quickly want to play you a video, and then I just want to touch on the business side very quickly.
We all hope to age gracefully so we can enjoy our later years full of energy, vitality, and good health. But so often, with age, our bodies start to show signs that things just aren't as they used to be. Our energy, skin, healing and recovery time, sleep, it all just seems to go downhill. Unless you're using LifeWave. David Schmidt, our founder, creative force, and world-class inventor behind LifeWave technology, has recently achieved something in the field of regenerative science with a single LifeWave patch that researchers worldwide, spending years and billions of dollars, could not. Introducing LifeWave X39, the world's first product ever to activate stem cells, a true breakthrough in regenerative science that helps restore our bodies to a healthier, more youthful state in a way no other product can. The secret? By harnessing the power of LifeWave's patented phototherapy, X39 uses light to elevate a peptide proven to signal the activation of stem cells. Think about it. These are the cells that generate and regenerate all the cells and structures of the human body. They're the building blocks for our organs, tissues, blood, and immune system. They also serve as an internal repair system everywhere. But as we age, stem cells become less effective. Their ability to repair damaged tissue is reduced. In fact, by age 60, they've slowed dramatically. But all that changes when just one LifeWave X39 patch is placed anywhere on the body each day. Instead of older and less effective stem cells, X39 supports the production of younger and healthier stem cells. This amazing level of control over your vitality and well-being was simply not possible, let alone this easy, until now. And the best part? Like all LifeWave patches, X39 is safe, non-invasive, and incredibly cost-effective. Look what people are saying about LifeWave X39. Backed by clinical studies, multiple patents, and 20 years of development, any one of these benefits would be impressive. But X39 is so effective, it can influence everything about your body, how you look, feel, perform, and heal. It's time you experience the power of X39. Imagine investing in companies like these when they first went public and riding their growth to where they are today. Those who made wise decisions to get involved gained incredible wealth. Now it's your turn. When it comes to regenerative anti-aging science, stem cells are the future. And thanks to LifeWave, you are at the forefront of it all. Don't miss out. X39 puts you on the threshold of explosive growth in your business like no other product ever could. And all you need to do is try it and share it with others. The LifeWave X39 patch, an absolute breakthrough. For your body, for your business. Live long, live well, live younger. Experience the power of LifeWave. today.
Absolutely love that video. Now, I just very quickly want to touch on the business side. Now, me personally, the highlight will always be X39. The affiliate side of this, it's completely up to you. You never need to share this with anyone. My goal is for you to get patched. But what I like about what we have within X39 and LifeWave is if we share this with people, we can also take care of our finances. And that for me is very, very important. I've been in this space for 20 years, and this company ticks 3 boxes that I've never seen tick before. We can help people mentally, physically, and financially. And I think that's very, very powerful. Now, what is most important in your life? Family, time, freedom, security, travel, better health, less debt. I'll be honest, when I looked at this the first time, it all screamed at me. And I just want to touch on 2 highlights of the compensation plan. There's 4 ways how we earn. Just touching on this very quickly. If you want to see an in-depth presentation on exactly how it works, please reach out to the person that shared this link with you. Firstly, I want to talk about the binary plan. Now, what I like about binary means you build 2 legs, a left team and a right team. And the whole thing you want to get to within the binary is to go manager. How do you go manager? You get 4 of your friends on the call, people that you care about. You sign 2 up on the left leg, 2 up on the right leg, and you go manager, and we get that to duplicate. What I like about this binary structure is it's unlimited levels deep. Now, for anybody that's been in this space, they would ask, how is the math sustainable? What they've done is they've matched what you can earn dependent on your rank. Now, at the highest rank, the most you could ever earn from the binary is $25,000 a week. Now, I know that sounds like a lot. I personally met 4 friends in America that's done that, but you can earn $25,000 a week, a year, or 3 years. It depends on you. The highlight for me for the compensation plan is definitely the matching bonus. Here we've got unlimited income potential. Now, it's a hybrid compensation plan. We've got the binary, and then we have a uni-level structure. Now, the matching bonus is paid out on uni-level. That means unlimited width. So it's the best of both worlds. We can build infinitely deep, infinitely wide. And these commissions are very, very high, and I like that. So let's say I signed up Carlo, and Carlo makes $1,000 a week. I'll get 25% of that, which is $250. Let's say Carlos signed up Don, and he makes $1,000 a week. He'll make the 25%, which is $250, and I'll make a 20, which is $200. And this goes 3 tiers. Now, it doesn't look like much, but for the people that's in it for the long run, the bulk of the money that gets made within sharing this actually gets made within the matching bonus. Now, I just want to end with 2 really powerful testimonies. This is a little Dachshund that was paralyzed in its back legs, and just look at the amazing results they saw here. Just look at that. Every time I see that, I just smile. Isn't it amazing that we can help our pets as well? Now, the next video is very close to my heart. It's one thing helping people that we don't know, but it's a very different thing when it's somebody that you're close to. Lindy is a very good friend of mine, and her mom had a severe stroke in the beginning of May. When I tell you severe, it's irreversible. It was irreversible. She was completely paralyzed on the left side of her body, and just look at her amazing recovery.
Hi, my name is Lindy, and I want to share my family's incredible story of my beautiful mom having a stroke on the 30th of April, 2024, to us receiving the news that it was severe on the right hemisphere of her brain, leaving her paralyzed on the left side. On the 4th, we started patching mom, and here's where our journey started. We started taking footage on the 7th of May when we saw improvements in mom's mouth and her lifting her left arm. From there, she went to walking with a walker only 3 weeks after the stroke in the clinic. Here she's showing us her improvement on her balance and therapy exercises, to walking a small distance forward and backwards without assistance. We were incredibly blessed with this dancing footage of the therapist during one of the sessions. This brought us so much joy. And finally, walking out of the clinic on the 28th of June, 2024, coming home to all of us. This has been an incredible journey so far, and mom's face symmetry is 96%. Her balance is at 95%. Her brain function at 87%. And on the 11th of July, we tested her heart function again, and it's up from 20 to 40%. All of this is because of my mom's determination to get well, this amazing patch, and her ongoing therapy. Thank you for watching.
Every time I look at that, I just smile. The fact that we can help people with their health like that, for me, is absolutely incredible. And I feel obligated in sharing this with people because I know what it can do for their health. And all I can say is that this landed on your table for a reason. And don't procrastinate. Please just start patching. My goal is for everyone on this call to just start patching, because it can make a massive difference in your life. Guys, thank you so much for your time. I will now open up to anybody that would like to ask anything or want to add anything. You're more than welcome there. Don.
Hello, Wilson. As always, a fantastic presentation. I like your energy and your passion. And to all our beautiful guests, people who are on this call for the first time or who haven't joined us yet, I think you are not on this call by mistake. Somebody cared for you, so you are in the right place at the right time with the right product. Thank you for the presentation once again, Wilson.
Such a pleasure, my friend, and thank you for always making the time to come join us on the calls, even if you are traveling. I really, really appreciate it. Any questions, any comments? Otherwise, I'm going to take this in for a landing. Thank you to every single one that's joined us. I see there's a couple new people on the call. Please get back to the person that invited you here. And you must have an amazing weekend. And we'll see you guys again next week. Cheers, everybody. Thank you so much. Chat to you all soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.